shroud! Ch- T- S-
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Lali's safety.
That's right.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to—
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we...
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron!
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an—
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go— come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you—
Goodbye, Gramps.
We're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What? The captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. All that stuff about protecting Lali and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want, we still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just...
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
Oh, brilliant! Weird. was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up.
I'm terribly sorry. It's just...
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and...
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of...
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, and once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you,
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs to—
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's...
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan... Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot... My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the bat. We have to make the decision for her. Here and...
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't it? Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for...
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement...
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your grand—
See, Lolly!
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue.
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well...
I'm sorry, Granny.
You! That's it! Where are my tools?
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now. You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can... In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Why did you help the captain? No answer? Think you're being smart? Then... Really? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand... You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would.
Why is he staring at us all?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone.
Oh? You dare gossip between your.
Sorry.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to.
Who's Aoife?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's an Auroron. If you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
That's not it. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time.
His voice. Auroron!
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save.
Get back here this instant! Auroron!
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly...
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Little brat. That's it. The next time we...
Whoa, that's a little extreme.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them, Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew... We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that...
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
How did this become Paimonville? Sweet Lolly looks... Alright. It's on, so you can just sit back and enjoy, Sweet Lolly.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for...
Are you sure?
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together.
Sure, that's fine with us, but...
Don't worry. I'm...
What do you look...
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like...
But Paimon...
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp.
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't...
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars...
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's...
Well then, you have mine.
Seat Lally? Seat Lally?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name.
Are you still with us, Seat Lally?
You chumps come around here. I mean, come on. Monster.
Granny Seat Lally, you're...
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find flow That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh,
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind...
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind...
Is this another specialty of the master?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself. While she can easily...
Warning, warning. Red. Red, the color of danger, has now... Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on!
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never...
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take a...
There's so much that I want to say, but...
Why not? Of course you can. Just say...
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would...
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it!
Actually...
Huh?
Yeah, this is as...
So...
It's okay, Seat Lolly. You had every right to complain.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I'm... It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or in your... Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those cranberry...
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful!
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do?
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who...
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so...
You're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny eats fleas.
Well, you are powerful.
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that. What about you? Are you scared?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work... Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe...
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks if you was...
Yes, but Auroran's a... Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as... The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the... No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Auroran's incomplete soul, a possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for the ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the...
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now, when damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift. Unable to find... The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears? When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a new... It's not right! So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keep... Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. He asks this question. Would Natlan?
Wait, what?
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought... Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back! You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly.
Probably drank too much. It's... Okay. You...
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a...
good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure... Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroran's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first. So noisy outside. Paimon still have to sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
You're already here. I was just about to...
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive. Especially after...
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the master...
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, the stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's Chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry. I never forget a promise. Thank you. All right, I need to...
She left in a hurry. The situation must be... looks like a lot...
Traveler, over here! Oh, perfect. Our star...
Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole...
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect...
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in...
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the children of Who knows? Maybe yours That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay.
It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly,
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous...
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help.
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function. But there's more. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net?
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damage given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain...
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally...
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us. Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me. Even if just for a...
Not even a little! We would never... Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what... So now that you have your answer, do you still...
You scared, Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior, but no matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people... Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, It's not a. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastated. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response.
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with.
No need to worry about.
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
What's the
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
Yeah, I'll do my best, but I can't guarantee a victory.
Stay safe. We've got this.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Water jet! Wipe out!
Let her rip! Get there! Woohoo! Check this out! That's the water!
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after more.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes. By the way, where's Lolly?
The Masters of the Night Wind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with it.
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are more Alright, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's...
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team. You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You always find a way to cheer people up.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis.
And somehow the cat... Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure life is important. But so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seemed like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to...
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
I was just about to ask. Count me in. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle. Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know. You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. All right. See you all later. Let's get together and...
Oh, you...
I'm fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's... Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers.
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natland. Let's keep observing for...
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natland, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the...
Thank you so much. I wish there...
We don't expect anything in return. We were out... If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natland.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes... Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsher method.
Got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who...
Exactly. We could be onto something. Still, there was no trade. They were just... I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what...
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui.
It's too early to say. Let's follow.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded.
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check.
Oh, no you don't. How are you planning to...
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe...
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone...
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can... That intel...
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already... I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui... You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something...
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end.
Guess that means I win. Don't worry.
All right. Same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals. Make sure our blind... Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to... Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was close. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance. I made it! Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode?
Oh! What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. The people on the hill over there left to help their cop. Come get me, Chaska.
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us... Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know... Wait, you're just gonna admit it?
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory. The more time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people. I doubt it's because they're interested in our culture and history.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natland don't know how to use it. Why would this be the Fatui's target?
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be where... Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course! We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret that! After them!
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not—
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the Source Mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar with the secret source.
I'll get.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with—
My patience. That's so nice of them.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlan.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus cracker—
I accept. Thank you.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first—
Yummy snack! What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she—
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or two.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel, you're not gonna rush out—
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard— I guess you're right.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop—
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want—
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister would—
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident. Oh,
That's—
You think I don't have proof?
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate. Neither of us—
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. Maybe I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down, so we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right all along. I just need to wait.
Be my guest. Come on, let's get you home. See you later, Traveler and Paimon. I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two. Take care of yourselves out there.